A few days ago, Jagex released its newest Grandmaster quest, Desert Treasure 2. Now the quest is amazing, the boss is really cool, and it brings in a whole new set of best-in-slot rings into the game. People were excited, but even though there were several 100,000 kills logged on the very first day, there were only a handful of rings actually brought into the game. People were scared that Jagex messed up the drop rates, cough, nightmare release, but it was confirmed that this behavior was correct. On Friday, they released the actual drop mechanic for the Vestiges, aka the ring upgrades. In this blog post, Jagex says the player has to roll on the Vestige table 3 times before actually receiving the drop. The first 2 times they hit this table, they will be given a non-unique drop, but the 3rd time, the ring piece will be given. So, what does this mean? Let's use a concrete example. For simplicity, let's say the original drop rate is 1 in 600. Here, I've provided a table of how likely you are to get a drop by a certain KC. You'll notice that there's only a 63% chance of getting the item by the drop rate, 86% for 2x, and 95% for 3x. So that means 1 in 20 people will go 3 times the drop rate for an item with this original drop mechanic. Now, let's look at the same numbers using the new drop mechanic. So instead of a 1 in 600 drop, this would break down into hitting a 1 in 200 drop 3 times. Let's make the same table as before. I'm not going to go into the math behind this, but if you're interested, just reach out to me. Immediately notice the significant dip in the likelihood of going dry. Although the chance of getting an item by the drop rate is down to 58%, the chance of acquiring the item by 2x rate is 94% and 99.4% at 3x the rate. The biggest takeaway is that we are way less likely to go 3, 4, 5x dry compared to the old method. So this seems like a great way to stop people from going insanely dry on drops, but on the flip side, this also stops people from being extremely lucky, which is one of the fun parts of any RNG related drop. I'm very happy to see this bad luck protection method in quotes, but I also know that those super lucky drops are some of the most memorable moments that you can have in the game. I want to know what you all think about this new drop mechanic, so drop a comment below. With this new drop rate mechanic, I think Jagex is making a step in the right direction. I would love to see this mechanic applied to other insanely rare but very useful items. For example, the 1 in 5,000 Dragon Warhammer or even mega rares from raids. No one wants to go lake levels of dry and do 4,000 solo chambers before getting a twisted bow. Of course, any comments or questions, leave them below or stop by my stream at twitch.tv/ignoblesolid. See you on the next one. No! I stepped out on the wrong. Okay. I hate it here. This boss sucks. This boss sucks!